I don't know how to start a video, but I'm Hootless, and this is Stardew Valley modded 1.3 episode 5 probably because it's day 5 and it's raining. Let's see real quick what the weather is like tomorrow. It is going to rain. Excellent. So 2 days worth of not having to water our crops will be very nice. We should probably throw some more crops down actually. It is Friday so we can buy some. The mines are now accessible. I'll take these into town and sell them. And probably fish for a little bit beforehand, since it'll be a few hours before the store is open. Why? Alright then. Whatever you say, game. I was about to say, why is it letterbox so hard along the sides, but it's just because it's such a thin map. Let's fish on the docks, and when it turns 9, we can sell the fish to Willie, come up, sell the parsnips to Pierre, and then buy some seeds. Unfortunately, this does mean we're going to have to be taking time out of our fishing to go and get out of here. Get out of here, seagulls. No sitting on the beach. We're going to have to take time out of our fishing to go and water our crops each day. Unless it continues raining, of course, which is a possibility because the Climates of Ferngale mod, which is doing the fog, which I will note is foggy again. This is ridiculous. It also makes it a lot rainier. I think you can set your latitude and maybe your longitude. I don't know the difference. I never got into that. I think you can set like your coordinates for a location and it maps the climate like after that area of the world. So by default it's set to be modeled after Seattle, which is a lot like, you know, rainier than normal during the spring and during the fall. And I think they made it snow more in the winter, which is not accurate to Seattle. I can confirm this. It snowed like 3 times here in the most recent winter. And none of them were particularly satisfying, except for like one. I think we had one good snow. But anyways, the spring and fall are rainier, the winter is snowier, and the summer is more hot. And maybe more storms as well with this mod. I don't know exactly. But I have noticed for sure that it does rain a lot more in the spring, which I do like because I like when it rains. I wish it could rain all the time, but there's some things that only trigger if it's sunny, so, you know, can't really do that. Also, it would be kind of overpowered, kind of broken if it rained all the time since it waters your crops. So it would take a lot less effort to maintain much larger fields of crops, except for the few days where it doesn't rain, of course, and I pulled it in slightly too late. I'll catch one more fish, and then we'll sell our 3 to Willie, and then we'll go into town, sell the parsnips, buy probably cauliflower. Get a nice harvest of cauliflower going. Sell this and this. Still 15 hundo. That's fine. So the kind of plan, I guess, is to try and get money by the end of spring, and then going into summer, most likely, depending on how quickly things go, we will buy crab pots and place them down. Oh, that's the wrong building. I think if I fish a lot during this first season, I can probably get to 10 fishing by the end of the season. And that would allow us, yeah, just buy as many as possible. 61, that's fine. It'll be tight each day, most likely, but that's fine. What was I saying? It'll be possible to get 10 fishing by the end of the season, and then we won't have to buy bait for the crab pots, which is only a minor inconvenience. We can automatically put bait into crab pots using the automate mod. I would just rather not have to. So we will do this, and then we'll go back to fishing. And it will all be good. 61, so I probably want, like, this. And then push it left a little bit, and we'll see where that leaves us. Might be a little bit too close to that tree, but it should be fine. I doubt the tree cares. I don't know why these these parsnips didn't grow. They should have been watered at the same time as everything else was. I think maybe there's just like a chance that sometimes they won't grow, which is a little bit annoying. It's 9 across or 6 tall, so I could go like one additional tile closer. I remember the old days where you could keep like tilling the ground down when you got clay or anything else that you could dig up by tilling the ground, and you just keep getting it. Those were the days. Now it takes oak resin to make kegs, and it's super expensive. I'm gonna go fish now. Put this in here, put this in here. I'll keep it for now. And that's fine. Alright, let's fish in... I guess in the ocean. I don't want to have to deal with catfish, but fishing in the ocean means dealing with eels. I don't know, there's merits to both. I think the fish are generally easier to catch in the ocean, maybe? Possibly. It might be easier to catch in the river, because they have like carp there. And it's been a while since I looked at everything, plus the mod's probably changing stuff up, so I have no idea. People walking all over town, just trying to fish. We will fish over here. No, I'll fish in front of the fish store so that right before it closes I can go in and sell everything that I have just to free up some space. Fish right here. And we've got to sell at like 3 p.m. so that I don't miss it, because I'm not sure. I'm not sure when it closes. I don't know if it's 4 or 5. Alright, this fish is nice and easy. It's a herring, so of course. Although that's never a sure thing anymore. Ah, those rain noises. For a while I would listen to just like hour-long things of rain because it wasn't raining enough here. Made for good background noise, like listening to that and then also music. Very nice. Now I mostly just listen to music. And wish that it was cold. Because it is way too hot here. It's been like 80 and 90 degrees recently. I have to have my fan on all the time, but... And then I get super hot because the... Ooh, slimy turtle. And I got the fisherman achievement. Nifty. It's... My fan is extremely loud. Or pretty loud. I wouldn't say extreme. But it's very loud. It's very noticeable if I have it on. And to record these, I don't want to have to do extra steps where I clean up the audio and everything. So as a result, I have to turn off my fan whenever I'm recording. And then it gets pretty hot in here. So I can only record a few of these at a time before I'm like, I gotta get that fan back on. Alright. This feels like a herring again. Nope, anchovy. Sometimes you can tell the difference. Like if an eel shows up, I will definitely be able to tell. You can always tell with eels. Let's have a herring, a slimy turtle. Hey, one of the random fish was actually worth more than an existing fish for once. I feel like using extreme fishing overhaul, I get a lot less profits from fishing than with the other fishing overhaul. Kind of confusing that there's 2 of them. But, you know, the main difference is... Okay, I got psyched out there. The main difference is that with the extreme fishing overhaul, it gives more fish to catch, but they're worth less. And with normal fishing overhaul, it doesn't give you any extra fish to catch, but it makes it a lot easier to get to and maintain iridium star quality fish catches, which are worth a lot more. So you keep like the more valuable fish that already exist, and also you're getting higher quality ones, so it's easier to get, you know, more profits per day. To the point where when I was playing with my friends, with 2 of us out of the 3 of us fishing, we were getting like 3,000 or 4,000 gold a day, even early on, like spring. So we would make a lot of money that way, and then turn it into buying other things that we needed. Very easy. Normally. Not so much anymore. At least I can get goldfish now, though. On the other one, it feels like I can never catch goldfish. Maybe I'm just fishing in the wrong spots, because we have the Riverlands farm. But I fish, like, on the farm itself. And maybe I'm just not, like, casting far enough away from the land or something, because it feels like I'm always getting silver starfish on that one. On this one, though, nice and easy, because I'm standing out here. Probably has more to do with being on the Riverlands farm than it does being too close to the shore. Like, there's just more walkable terrain there. Whereas here, you know, just max cast out into the water, get a gold starfish, an anchovy. Don't really have a lot of food. I can probably eat, like, a leek and the seaweed, and that'll let me fish for the rest of the day. Ooh, this is an eel. I can feel it. Eel. Be cool. Okay, not too difficult to catch, and it was an eel. A regular eel with gold star quality. So that'll be worth a pretty penny. Or I could eat it and catch, like, I was scratching my ear. Or I could eat it and catch, like, 8 more fish. Just depends on if I have the time, you know. Wouldn't want to eat it and have half that energy go to waste when I could just sell it instead. Whoa there. Hey, oh, what? Only a silver quality. Starting to feel exhausted. After this, I will eat the seaweed. And I got another one. Like I said, I haven't been getting any trash. I feel like the fishing overhaul mod has to be making it so that you can't catch trash. Because I have caught way too many things to have not gotten trash at least once. Why are there so many fish on the front of Lily's store, by the way? Do you think they're like actual fish or just carvings of fish? Probably, I would hope, carvings of fish. Like these don't look like actual fish right here, but these could be like pufferfish or something. And that'd be messed up, Willy. I think... Is that lantern on the end the same that you can make? Because I know you can buy a recipe from Robin, I believe, to be able to make an iron lamppost. But I've never made it even once. There's a lot of, like, decorative stuff I've never made. And I probably should try it at some point. I've actually, on the multiplayer save that I've been doing, I started putting down, like, pathway everywhere, but I used the stone path. So it all connects together and makes like a nice tile plaza look. Looks very nice. I'll probably do it on this farm as well. Get some well-defined areas where crops will be grown. Wall it in with whatever the nicest kind of wall is for square enclosures, probably. Probably stone wall to go with the stone ground. But it should be very nice. It'll look all pretty. Ooh, gold star slimy turtle. Didn't we sell that for like 37 earlier? So maybe the price is just the base price and then it's modified by the quality. Like other fish, perhaps. Still only gives 5 energy and 2 health though, which is ridiculous. This should be a pretty good haul. I'll eat that seaweed. Keep going for a tiny bit longer. The days seem to go much faster in multiplayer as well. That's one of the biggest differences that I've noticed, aside from, of course, having friends present with you. Oh my god, please. Because there's no pausing in multiplayer without the console command to pause, which you can do. It just goes a lot faster. Like, normally you get all these pauses, you go inside buildings and talk to shops, or you talk to people, or you open your inventory and look at things. All that kind of stuff adds up. And you end up with a lot of paused time. So days stretch out a lot more. But in multiplayer you don't have that, and it feels kind of a lot more rushed. You have to be consistently trying to get things done, otherwise you're going to fall behind and then not be able to do everything in time. Which is offset, of course, by being able to have up to 3 friends present with you by default. Or with, I think there's 2 mods that do it now. One removes the need for cabins to be present for farmhands to show up, And the other one makes it so that you can build any number of cabins you want on your farm. But they accomplish the same thing in that you can have as many people join you as you want in multiplayer. And I mentioned that before. I'll probably, if I end up streaming this at some point, I'll install that, and I'll have, like, anybody who's watching can jump in and join. Let's sell fish. Glorious. And then we sleep. And that was a pretty productive day. Did I get 5 fishing off of that, though? Nope, I did not. Okay. But we did get 700 gold almost. That's pretty low. Hopefully we can start upping that profit. Or the crab pots will go down to 500 gold. Either way, hopefully you guys enjoyed watching this as usual. And I'll see you all next time.